O come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
The sounds of Christmas.
Absolutely.
From JKL Live, right here with Reuben Kigame. What a voice, what a song, what a superstar.
Jeff,
Reuben,
it's always nice to have you, man.
Oh, man, it's so good to see you, man. Honestly. And you say the same thing, it's good to see me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just realized you're a few inches taller than me.
You have such a great attitude to life, Reuben. And there's a lot of people out there this Christmas season who are feeling down and out. Who are feeling like, you know what, there's very little reason to continue. And a lot of them very young. Young people committing suicide,
no, they don't
losing
have to.
hope in life.
No, I should be one of those who committed suicide long ago. I haven't, so you shouldn't. And I mean, our reasons could be different, but nobody should ever take their lives just because they don't want to live. We can give you a reason to live.
There you go.
Yeah. And if you look at anyone in life, I mean, whether you're looking at Jeff or myself, we were never where we were, you know, several years back.
Absolutely.
It's been a building of careers and practice and hard work.
And ups and downs.
And messing up, you know, and picking up our pieces. And so, really, if you fall, just pick up the pieces and move on. You know, try again.
Absolutely. Yeah. What keeps you going, Reuben? What keeps you going?
My faith. My faith. And I don't guess about it. I mean, Jeff, like I told you, there was a time I just didn't like God because I thought he had favorites. And I was not one of them. And then, I mean, I wanted my freedom. I wanted my space, and the faith was presented to me like a case of do's and don'ts. You know, don't smoke, don't drink, don't have girlfriend. I really wanted to have girlfriends. and so when I came to realize that I was lied to, because on the one hand, I realized that whosoever believes, God receives. God is not like Luyas will make it and Kikuyus will not. And whosoever just means whosoever, anybody. And then I came to realize, you know, Jesus speaking in John 10:10, I came that they might have life and have it abundantly.
That's right.
And so Christianity is not about gloom and, you know, walking with face down and feeling sorry for being alive. No, it's vibrant. I like to party and, you know, eat nyama choma and fish. I like fish. I like coffee. My goodness. I think in my past life I must have been a coffee bean, if there is any past life. I love coffee. And so I enjoy life, and I like to travel. And I've traveled around this country and outside. I just like to see different people and see them in their location, their, you know, who they are.
What else do you sing about Kenya, Reuben? What else do you like to sing about your country, our country?
Well, we can do My Land is Kenya, but let me give you a song I wrote about Eldoret.
Go on.
Eldoret, land of the happy and free. Eldoret, land of the runners of fame. But what if Jesus would visit today? Eldoret, would you be ready for him? I see all your green fields today. Your children can swim in milk. I see all your churches are full. The market is full of food. But why do I see so much pain? My people still live in tents. The widow and the orphan in need, what will you say? And I wrote this when just shortly after the post-election violence, because I live in Eldoret.
Right.
And we can celebrate a place for all the good things.
Yes.
But what if we were just to stop and think about all the horrible things we also do and just, you know, deal with them?
And that was a horrible time, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I always feared for my life. I feared that any time I would be the next one.
Yes.
Because, Jeff, I'll tell you for free that I don't originally come from Eldoret.
Oh.
And at that point, I felt it in my marrow that I didn't belong.
And they made you feel, I mean, you could tell.
Not just made me feel. I would drive out to go and look for the little food I could find.
Yes.
And some goons would stop me with my wife driving.
Yeah.
And they would ask, where do you come from? Show us your IDs. You know?
Yeah.
And they would inspect the car.
Goodness.
And then they would say, tunaangalia tu kidogo kama mnabeba wale watu.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and gunshots at night and screams and the smell of smoke in the wind.
Oh.
I don't want to see anything like that in my lifetime.
And you still live in Eldoret, Reuben?
I do. And by the way, it doesn't have to be Eldoret.
Yeah.
If I came and lived in Muranga, somebody would think I don't belong.
Yeah.
And tell you what, even in Vihiga, I'm from Bunyore, but if I go and live in Maragoli, they'll say you don't belong to our clan.
Wow.
That is one of the greatest evils of mankind, to look at your fellow man and, you know, look at them like they don't belong.
Yeah.
The thing is, you think you own a piece of land, you don't own that land. Actually, if you own any land, the only land you really need to have is a 6x6.
That's right.
Yeah. And even then, let me tell you this, even that, after some time, there'll be somebody else buried on top of that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So,
or they'll put up a building on top of it.
And Jeff, I see guys just pile resource after resource, and we have no longer billionaires, we now have trillionaires.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm just wondering, how much money can one use in life?
Does that make you feel like somehow we forgot about God? Do you think that sometimes?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time, because, you know, God has put it out there, black and white. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Correct.
God never says don't have property. God never says don't eat. God says just eat enough, share.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as a country, we are on the runway to the wrong direction because it's a man-eat-man society, Jeff. We're talking corruption. The issue is not the money being stolen. The issue is our values that lead us there. Yeah. We've come to a point where we cannot even talk leadership because we don't know who is going to be elected next and who will eat next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or whether they're waiting to eat more than the last person.
Exactly. And that's the competition. You want to go into power because you want the tenders and you want to create 10 companies to give to your children and your children, your cousins. And you know. So I feel awful. Sometimes I wonder if we don't fear judgment at all. And judgment begins right here. Sometimes you've got all the money, but you'll be flown to India so that you can get the best health, you know, services.
Yeah.
But you come back in a coffin.
Imagine that.
Yeah, with all the money sitting there.
Yes.
So what?
Yeah.
As someone in Kibera or Madare, you know, sleeps a full night, you need burglar proofing and you need 2 security farms to keep you company and you need 2 AK-47s somewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What for?
What for?
What for? Jesus put it very well. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world
and loses
his soul? Itaku faidi nini wewe mwanadamu kiupata ulimwengu wote, hatimaye upoteze hiyo nafsi yako itakufaidi nini? Nauliza, hebu nambie. And I like this next part.
Go on.
Majumba ya kupendeza, pesa tele mabenkini, elimu unayotele kakawe, itakufaidi nini we? Mwisho wewe kaburini, itakufaidi nini? Nauliza, hebu nambie. Now, this next part is to those who like beauty and appearance. Go on. Jina zuri uko nalo, duniani wasifika, sura cheo mamlaka, rafiki we. Itakufaidi nini? Mbinguni hufahamiki, itakufaidi nini? Nauliza, hebu nambie. So
wow,
this
it's deep.
Just, you know,
yes,
just simple questions of life.
Absolutely.
After all these things, then what?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you get buried in that 6x6
Yeah.
that you call
And
it,
that's it.
and it's over.
Yes,
it's
that's over. We say our eulogies, we say everything.
Yeah. You can't take it with you.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
And then every time we're given a position, whether it's you know, a professional position or civil service or NGO, whatever,
Yeah.
or political, you know, judicial, whatever, we always forget very easily that somebody else could do it, sometimes better than you.
Correct.
But we count on you. We count on you. We give you that position. We give you our faith that you're the man.
Yes.
And then you gamble it away.
You waste it away.
You waste it. It's, you know, it's silly. It's silly.
It is.
I said something here.
Yeah.
Everyone's got just only one life. Today you're here, but tomorrow you're gone. Whether you're rich or whether you're poor, maybe anonymous or very well known. And you know, at the end I say, for a time as this, you are here. For a time as this, you're around. For a time as this, you were born. For a time as this, you're alive. For a time as this, we look to you. For a time as this, make a difference today.
Oh yeah.
When all has been said and done, you're looking back to every chance you had. How many hearts did you break or heal? How many folks will say you let us down? If God would give you just one more chance, would you remember what I'm talking about? For a time as this, you are here. For a time as this, you're around. For a time as this, you were born. Say, for a time as this. For a time as this, you're alive. For a time as this, we look to you. For a time as this, make a difference today.
Oh yeah. And so, if God was to give you another chance, a wish, what would it be, Reuben?
To be the president.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I am damn serious.
Go on.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I see a lot of what they don't see.
Wow.
And I see it different. If I was given a chance to be president, there are only three things I would do.
Go on.
One, ensure that everybody understands that people come first. People.
Yeah.
My first question would be, if I'm going to sleep at State House, and there's going to be a family sleeping in a Kibera house, you know, 4 kids with both parents, same room.
Same room.
I shouldn't be president if I can't do anything about it. Because the repercussion, I wouldn't invest in anything else until I ensure that those people live a dignified life. And I don't care if I would need to be dictator to achieve that. People first. Number 2, do they have food? I would probably collapse to hear that somebody was dying in Ukambani or Turkana or Pokot because they had to go look for berries in the bush under my watch. I'll be ashamed.
In the 21st century.
21st century. I mean, you see crime and it takes you 4 days to send troops out there to deal with it?
Yeah.
No. And the last thing I would deal with is health. If we can assure people that they are dignified, they have food, and they are healthy, they can achieve anything.
Reuben, you know what you just did right there? You just talked about 3 of the president's big 4 agenda. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
About affordable housing.
Yeah, the difference
food
is
security and healthcare.
The difference is I don't want to hear about all these great plans if somebody is going hungry. I don't care whether we build another leg of SGR. I would stop it and invest that money in the fundamental things of life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite verse in the Bible, Reuben? What's your favorite verse?
Oh, man. You got my motto going now. 2 Timothy 4, 7 and 8.
Okay.
Actually, it starts about verse 6. Verse 6 says, Paul speaking, I'm like a drink being poured out, and my time of departure has come. Verse 7 says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. And I know ahead of me is a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, has kept not just for me, but also for all those who love his appearing. That's my life verse, because that's what I want to say at the end of my life, looking back.
Yeah.
The saddest thing to ever come from the lips of any human being is, I wish I knew. I wish I knew are very sad words.
Yes.
I know that I want to run well, I want to finish well. That's my goal. I don't care how much I achieve at the end, but whatever I achieve, I want to achieve well and to the best of my ability.
Wow. I kind of like the 23rd Psalm. Towards the end. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Thou preparest a table before me
in the presence of my enemies.
Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You know?
Amen.
Yeah. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I will not fear any evil, for thou art with me and thy rod, they come. You know, I wrote this many years ago.
Beautiful.
And the refrain is what you might like. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. And those who like the Swahilis, Bwana ni mchungaji wangu.
Lord is my shepherd.
Yeah. Sitapungukiwa kitu. Hunlaza penye majani mabichi. unongoza kwa maji matulivu. And the refrain will just go, hakika wema nazo fadhili zitanifuata mimi, nitakaa nyumbani mwa Bwana siku zote za maisha yangu.
Oh, yeah.
So I write these different songs, Jeff, and then I pull a band together, and then we play together. And my band is cosmopolitan.
Right.
It you know, pulls people from different communities, different churches, different. You know. I even recently got an Asian guy who plays the tabla for me.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's that diverse.
Yes.
And I like to see that rainbow effect
By
in
the way,
team. Yeah.
I hope you get to become president one day. Just for what you just said a few moments ago.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget that. I mean,
and I don't have to, by the way, if someone would just pick that up and do it.
And run with it.
Exactly. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm happy if somebody did it.
Sure. It
The
doesn't
only,
have to be you.
the only time I feel like I should do it because it's taking too long to be done. Yeah. And we have everything. I mean, people would kill to have Kenya.
Absolutely.
For a resource.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they are.
Yeah, you bet.
And
you
they are
bet.
killing.
They are.
Reuben, okay, real quick before we wind up.
Yeah.
You've written 2 books. If people want to get them, first of all, give us the titles of each book and where they're available.
Okay, first, the first book is biographical. It's just called The Raw Reflections. Reuben Kigame, The Raw Reflections. They are raw.
Yes.
You know, so if you're the CCCC, you know, teary guy, maybe don't get it. Because I talk hard about myself.
Yes.
And about situations. The other one is a big for nothing title. It's called Christian Apologetics Through African Eyes. This is for clergy, theologians, and those who want to learn how to dialogue with people who believe differently from us. I mean, we should never have to fight because of faith. Just sit down. God says, let's reason. So apologetics is just about that, explaining the faith and giving reasoned defenses. And both books are available on my website. You know, you can order at www.kigamemedia, as one word, kigamemedia.org. Or just find me on Facebook and inbox me, or on Twitter as at Reuben_Kigame.
www.kigamemedia.org.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And as we wind up, Reuben, the song you had mentioned earlier on about patriotism and love of Kenya, originally done by Roger Whittaker, or Roger Waithaka, as we call him.
Waithaka, yeah. I like that christening.
Yes.
You've only got one moment. You've only got one heart. You've only got one life to live, no matter who you are.
Oh, yeah.
You can go the whole world over. Every city has its dome. But everybody living has a place where he was born. And mine is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You'll always stay with me here in my heart. My land is Kenya,
right from
your highlands to the sea. I'm listening out for you. You always stay with me here in my heart. Here in my heart. You want to do those whistling?
Yes, sir. Oh, let's go to the second verse first.
You've only got one childhood, and the memories of strings. When you see your house, the tree you climb, and all those precious things. The faces of the ones I have, the images that form. When I close my eyes in the land I love, the land where I was born. My land is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You'll always stay with me here in my heart. My land is Kenya, right from your highlands to the seas. You'll always stay with me, here in my heart, here in my heart. Go on, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
You did it, man. That's awesome.
Reuben
That's
Kigame,
awesome.
you are a superstar, my friend.
Man.
You are a star.
God bless you, Jeff.
Thank you for your
You're
time.
You're doing such a great job.
And you too. Keep doing what you do.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much for being a part of this fantastic show with this fantastic man. It's
and
Christmas
Merry
time.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all, folks.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for being a part of Jeff Koinange Live. Reuben Kigame, folks, remember this name. If you've never heard it before, this man, I tell you, if there's anything called inspiration, he's a living, breathing example of it. And as Oprah Winfrey once told me, Reuben, says, the future is so bright.
I can see it.
It blinds my eyes.
Oh, I like that. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Oh. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. No, you sing that and harmonize. Feliz Navidad. Oh. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Oh, yeah. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. You're doing good, Jeff. Let's go. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everybody.
See you next week on Jeff Koinange Live. Good night.
Good night.
God bless.
Bless you.